The Japanese-built Hayabusa spacecraft re-entered Earth's atmosphere Sunday night and put on a spectacular show as it burned up while traveling at the speed of an asteroid crashing to Earth.
Hayabusa's return at 7.5 miles per second is rare. There's not something like this is going to happen for several years at minimum.
Probe carrying the first asteroid dust ever collected has crashed back down to Earth in the outback of South Australia.
Joining us now in the studio is Dr. Maurice Jones, space analyst and author, to tell us how the landing went. Dr. Jones, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Firstly, tell us, how exactly did it come down to Earth? Was it an easy, did it go as planned?
Everything went as planned, and that's a lot better than I expected. This spacecraft has had more problems than Apollo 13, and it was lucky just to make it back to Earth, but I thought it wouldn't survive the re-entry, and I was very relieved to find that it did.
Tell us about something about the mission itself, what it's hoping to achieve and what it's done.
Okay, this is the first spacecraft to land near an asteroid or touch its surface and retrieve some samples and return those samples to Earth. Nothing's ever been done like that before. We've never had a piece of an asteroid on the Earth before that has been collected by a spacecraft.
How far out?
Well, it's somewhere out beyond the orbit of roughly the same distance as Mars. These things move around, so it's not the main asteroid belt, so it's a fairly close one. And it's taken the spacecraft on a journey, a round trip of about 6 billion kilometres just to get back.
And it was launched in 2003, so just tell us, in terms of the length of time in space, how significant is that?
Okay, it's a very long time for a little spacecraft like that to be on such a mission. It didn't reach the asteroid until 2005, and it was supposed to come home 2 years later, but it had all sorts of malfunctions, and it's taken it a lot longer to limp back to Earth than it should have.
So the Japanese must be feeling so good about themselves.
They're thrilled. They're posting cute little messages onto the internet about sort of calling it like a little person and cheering it on. You know the way the Japanese get excited about things like this. So they've definitely personified the spacecraft. And I think there'll be a lot of smiling faces for a mission that a lot of people thought would never return back to Earth.
And I was intrigued to note that there was a bit of protocol about how it was to be approached when it actually came back down to Earth. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Okay, I mean, part of it involved a bit of respect to the tribal elders who are in the area, so that there were sort of traditional protocols, but there were also safety issues in terms of making sure that you didn't damage the capsule and that you handled it safely after its retrieval. So a lot of factors involved in bringing it back, and very soon it will be on a plane back to Japan.
And the material it's collected, what use will that be?
Okay, we don't know how much is on board. We don't think it collected very much, but even just a little bit will tell you a lot, because this is material that can't be found on Earth. It's left over from the early formation of the solar system. So it's a bit like having a time machine to see events as they were billions of years ago, probably before the Earth even existed.
Stunning. Maurice Jones, thanks so much for coming in. Great to talk.
カプセル前にいる。カプセル前にいる。